Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I am joined by one of my fellow co-hosts, probably the happiest fan base. Well, she's a fan of the happiest fan base in the league, probably the best result in the league as well. The queen of Sarcasm City TV, one half of Gyardem City podcast, one half of the returning Gyardem City Meets the Man United podcast. What else is you? I think that's it. Yan City is in the building. What are you telling me, Yan? You good, first and foremost? You cool?
I am great, mate. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm all good. And also, because this is the last Sunday of the month, one of the members we do have one of the members joining us. So Nippin is in the building. Also, a very deflated Chelsea fan after seeing their team get beat up in their own backyard. How you doing, Nippin?
I'm doing great because Rangers won, Leipzig won, and Lazio won.
Oh, they're your three. So they're your Scottish, German, and Italian teams. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough then.
Sorry.
Right, fair enough.
Pedro.
Yeah. So the reason why Nippin is on this show, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the YouTube, is simply because he is a general, which is the highest tier. So not only does he get to come on one Q&A a month on the Twitch, he also gets to come on one on YouTube as well himself. That's why you see Deviant. That's why you see Winter Surfer, because they're all generals. Daniel, when he's ready, you'll see him on here too. But big up to everybody who is a member as well. Don't forget the link is underneath in the description if you do want to become a Sarcasm City Sports member. But how you can support for absolutely free also is like the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Share it across all the socials as well. Click that share button. Share it across all the socials, people. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, your WhatsApp group, share it to a WhatsApp status, whatever. And make sure you subscribe to the channel also, Sarcasm City TV. Road to 4K. And make sure you hit the notification bell when you do, because we go live every single day. Check out the upcoming live stream section, which I have been doing tonight. So you can check out the upcoming live stream section on YouTube and the upcoming live stream section on Twitch. And I've done it all the way till next week, people. But yeah, this is the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So if you haven't seen it before, it's where we answer any of your sporting questions. So it's any sport, past or present. So it can be football, it can be tennis, it can be boxing, it can be cricket, F1, whatever sport you want to ask, and myself, Yan, and Nippin will answer. And also, as well as part of the membership, members' comments or questions do take priority like a super chat. So if I don't get to your question, I'm not ignoring you. That's just a part of the membership. Large up Nippin, who was in the comments, even though he was coming on the show, he said, big up Flawless. He said, will you be streaming both the Q&A and doing the most at the same time? No, I just didn't change the time when I was editing. So I had to change the time. That's all it was. Ali A says, big up Flawless, big up to you. He says the title race is going to be mad. I agree. Ollie out always get this wannabe manager out. Like I've been saying, the players deserve an actual manager and coaching staff. How are we dealing with his PE teacher? So this Harris here is not happy. He says, Mold. No one wants to hear your thoughts on this, innit? Mold and Cardiff wouldn't take him back. Says it all. Really get that clown out. Large up to MN, who says, big up Flawless and everyone else. Did you do a review on the Joshua fight, or did I miss it somehow? No, I've not. I need to talk to JK and we will do a review. But any boxing questions you have, feel free to ask, because I did enjoy the fight. Malachi says, I'm going to sleep safe, you lot. I'm not nocturnal like Flawless. Make sure you catch it back when you wake up, Malachi, my guy. Large up to my guy Shazad says, yes, Flawless, big up to you both. Big up to you. All right, question from MB. We'll get straight into it because he is a member. Yan, what you saying for that stink bomb of a performance from Harry Kane? And big up to the Queen every time.
Big up to my guy Nathan, first and foremost. Secondly, I'm not surprised. To be fair, like I was jinxing him. Like I purposely tweeted, to be fair to Harry Kane, he turns up in North London derbies just for him not to turn up in a London derby. Well, to be fair, he turned up, but he just turned up for Arsenal. So it is what it is, isn't it? But you know what? Like, this is what I was saying about him, and everyone's trying to tell me I'm deluded. I done told you I'm always right, and people just don't want to hear it. The same way I was saying, remember at the start of the season, I was saying I think Brentford are going to give teams a bit of a hard time. And look like they are. So it is what it is. I hope to be right all the time, but just the way it is.
It's cool. Nippin, what's your thoughts on it? Nippin, what's your thoughts on Kane's performance today? What's your thoughts?
one of the few times I actually want him to show. Look, I don't look. The thing with me and Spurs is, I get why so many Chelsea fans hate them, but you know there are certain teams you like, you hate, and you just don't care about. Spurs are that team I just don't care about. But today I wanted them to turn up because you know, Arsenal, they're playing the team I grew up hating the most.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Big up everyone who is still locking in. Go on.
To show up.
Say again.
And he did that.
Say that again, Nippin. I missed the first part. Say that again.
This is one time I wanted him to show up, and he did that.
Okay. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Big up everyone who is locked in as well. Continue to get your questions in. Again,
I don't think he wants to be here anymore. He doesn't want to be at first.
He don't. They should have sold him. They should have sold him. I say that all the time. If a player doesn't want to be at your club, no matter how good they are, let them go. Because it never ends well.
Because then he would have ended up at City.
Yeah, you get me? Then he would have been your problem, which would have been great. Bra says, I love this comment here. He says, I'm going to be a member soon, bro. Cancelling my Netflix this month. This podcast keeps me more entertained than Netflix. Large up, Flawless, and Yan. Big up, man. See, it's comments like that I love and why we do this. That is fantastic. To say that, yo, we more entertaining than Netflix is dry, I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Netflix, but I got it off my aunt. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got the password. I've never paid for it, like, ever. It's not worth paying for.
You should be paying for mine.
You're rich. Why should I be paying for your Netflix?
Rich, because I didn't see you anywhere before.
Was you at the bridge? Was you there, Jan? You was there. You got there late, innit?
I did a vlog.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't late. I got there on time.
Yeah.
City, absolute shambles.
She did. She had to go, man. She was in work. She had to bounce, Nipping. Can't be hanging around the bridge. You know what I'm saying? She probably balled someone. You know what I'm saying? But brah, see, that's why she laughed. Hear that laugh, people. Hey, evil joker ass laugh. But yeah, brah, big up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Netflix isn't the best. Like, I'm gonna keep it like only thing I watch on Netflix really is Archer, Malice at the Palace. That's pretty much it. Like, there isn't really much going on Netflix whatsoever. Like Power originally, obviously, like all the other powers are not even on there anymore. I mean, not even on there in general. And it's got some good old school classics, but that's it. So yeah, there isn't really too much.
Jane the Virgin. That's a good show.
Watch the what?
Jane the Virgin.
Man, what? I'm presuming it's about a virgin called Jane.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, all right. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Big on my guy Harris. Love to all my people. You will see him back on the channel, not only on Mandem United, but also on the NBA watch-alongs. He will be back on. Can't wait to get the team back together. He says, what's the greatest sports documentary or movie you've ever seen? It's a good question. For me, Doc, it'd have to be The Last Dance, but that's probably recency bias. And then that's film. Sporting films don't really slap like that. But maybe Coach Carl. What about you, Jan? Is there any sports documentaries or films you've seen that make you go, yeah, it's good?
I don't know. I don't really watch things like... Apparently The Keeper's good. I need to watch that. Mm-hmm. It's about Bert Troutman.
Okay.
I really need to watch that because apparently it is really good, but I haven't. I haven't really seen a lot. Are they talking about like true stories, or are they talking about just?
I think he's talking. Go with both. So go with true, and then go with any in general.
When I was a kid, I used to love loving basketball, innit? That was my movie when I was young, but that's not real. I don't think it's not based on a real story. And then what? There's a few, isn't there? I'm just trying to think. There's a really good one about a basketball team. I can't remember
It's on name. Netflix.
No, I've just seen it. It's it's a true story, and it's about an American high school, and they get all these black players in, and they go on and do really well. But I can't remember the name. You will have seen it, but I can't remember the name of it. So
Nippin, what about? Sorry, go on, carry on.
No, it's just something that's good.
Yeah. Nippin, same to you. Any sporting documentary or film that sticks out for you? Sport film?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm saying in general. No, is there any sport film that you've seen in your life or documentary that you like is really good or you enjoy? No. Okay.
Actually, yes, I've watched one, but it's sport. Does it have to be football or cricket?
No, sport. No, you said sport. So any sport.
Okay, Chuck the India. It was a movie based on the Indian hockey team.
Okay, sick. Any others?
Nah, but I can't wait for All or Nothing to come out.
Yeah, that's gonna be the good. That's gonna be right up. That's gonna be right up there, 100%.
I can tell you that that's gonna trounce Chuck the India for me.
To be fair, I would say All or Nothing for City, but I still haven't seen it. I actually have not watched it yet.
Speaking of one as well. Sorry, go on. How have you not watched it? And it's one of your most successful seasons.
Because it makes me emotional.
Look at you. You hella look at you moving like Ryan. I know you hella moving like Ryan, hella emotional in that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Ridiculous. As we were saying, also as well, Harris, people won't know about this. There's a cricket documentary called Pace Like Fire, which was great. Those are like the foursome fearsome, like West Indies, like cricket boat, like four of the best. Basically, when West Indies are the best test side in the world and they got the best test side they had the best test side of all time. So yeah, the foursome fearsome. I mean, no, Pace Like Fire it's called. But I just enjoyed that thoroughly. Like that's fire.
You know what's a good film, but it's sad and it's based on a true story.
Talk to me.
The one about that crash in Chile, in between Chile and Argentina.
Okay.
Alive, it's called, and it's a true story about. I think is it an Argentinian rugby team or something, and they crashed, or they were can't remember where they were from, but they crashed, and they obviously loads of them died, and they were trying to flag someone down for ages, and they ended up having to eat the dead bodies to survive, and it's mad. It's mad. Like they show obviously it's a true story, so they show them at the end what they're like now and stuff. But yeah, it's a good film, but it's sad because obviously it's a true story. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, okay. I've never heard of that before. Still,
you should watch it there.
All right, maybe. I don't know. I don't really do sad films like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really for me type of thing. When I'm watching films, I'm just solely there for entertainment. I'm not trying to be emotionally invested. And that even happens, and I'm like, this is peak. But it is what it is. We move. Where do you see Joshua's career going from here? Says Harris. He'll be fine. Do I think he beats Usyk in the rematch? No. I picked him AJ to win simply because cruiserweight is coming up from heavyweight, but I said it if you go and watch the preview. If Usyk wins, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, as always, when a boxer loses, as when Joshua lost to Ruiz, you get he's overrated, he's this and that. I've said from the jump, he's not top 2 heavyweights. I've said this. He don't beat Wilder, he don't beat Fury. And people look at me and I'm crazy because he's the poster child, he's the golden boy. And I like Joshua, but it's he's not better.
Being honest, if he was class, people would just be saying that.
That adds to it too, because females back him and that. But then you can't let the fact that you like someone cloud your judgment when we're talking say that wasn't a shock. People are calling it upset. That's not all you have to do is go do your research on Usyk. That's why I said even though I picked Joshua to win, if Usyk wins, it wouldn't surprise me because I know how good he is, and that's why I think in a rematch it could get peak for Joshua. But where does he go from here? He still fights at the top level because he can still compete. You can still compete with everybody. So there's still big fights left. There's still Fury. There's still Wilder. There's still a White rematch. There's 3 right there. That's 3 top dollar, big money fights. And it's probably more that I can't think of off the top of my head, but that's 3 alone. So he'll be absolutely fine. He will be. Harris says, Lakers versus Nets, who you got to win?
Lakers all day, every day.
Nah, Nets. I'm on it. Because my team is dead, I'm an honorary Nets fan. On it. Is that how you say it? How do you say that word? I'm talking to you, yeah. Help me. Yeah, you don't know. Anyways, I'm just
you said it right.
Did I say honorary? Why does that not sound right? That don't sound right. You setting me up. That don't sound right. See how we supposed to be peoples and she just setting me up in that. But yeah, because of KD, I'm an honorary Nets fan, even though I'm Magic. So I got the Nets.
Hater. Don't hate on the best.
Don't hate. Why would I hate on the? They ain't the best. They lost in the first round. They lost in the first round. And that. Here we go. It's a question from MB. He says, Jan, where do you think Brentford will finish respectfully based off your predictions regarding them already?
Obviously over a season. We'll have to see what happens because, when teams start getting injuries, the players that they bring in, I don't know too much about Brentford. I know they were kind of nearly up quite a few times, and they've got a good sort of project that they've been building on. They've got a new stadium, stuff like that. So I can't tell you about all their players, but their team that they've got now are decent. Obviously, we don't know if Tony gets injured. They might not have a striker that's as good or something like that. I don't really know what they're like squad depth wise. I think there's so many teams in the league that will probably finish top half that I don't see them finishing in the top. But I don't think they'll be anywhere near the bottom. I'd say sort of comfortable of relegation. Probably about four places above that, maybe. So what's that, like 60 or above?
So you reckon 16th of above is where they'll finish? Is that what you reckon?
I think like maybe 14th or something like that, around there.
All right, fair enough. Nippon, what are you saying about Brentford? You've been impressed. Your West London rivals, actually.
Funnily enough, I wanted them to get promoted from the Championship. They were my underdog team.
Why did you want them to get promoted?
Because I wanted someone new in the Premier League.
But why would you want your rivals in the Premier League?
Then I don't look.
That's West London. You just want to have West London to yourself in that. Why do you want your little West London other teams in there?
Because
Go on.
But look, I know that. Look, I don't consider them rivals because what do they win?
Wow. Fair point.
Same way I don't consider Tottenham or West Ham rivals because again.
But you don't like them, though. You dislike them, though, innit?
I don't care about them.
Yeah, but you dislike them. You don't want to see them do well. If you could relegate West Ham and Spurs tomorrow, you would, correct?
Why would I want to relegate a rival?
Okay, so you have 3 teams to relegate. Wait. So let me ask you this, Nippon. You have 3 teams. You got 3 teams you can relegate this season. Who you relegating?
Burnley.
Yeah.
Because dinosaur football.
Okay.
Brighton.
It's gonna make me laugh.
Brighton? I like Brighton.
Okay, why Brighton? How are you a Chelsea fan and not go on? I'm gonna let you land in it because this is just strange choices to me, but go on. Why Brighton?
The only way Graham Potter will leave them.
Nah, but then who wants a manager that's just been relegated? He just gets Eddie Howe.
Yeah, he would get. Yeah.
You just get Eddie Howe.
Then, so yeah, Burnley.
To be fair, Brighton might be top of the league by
if they beat Palace
the end of today. Put it that way. That's a big derby. That.
All right, go on, Nippon. Yeah, they hate each other. Nippon, one more. Brighton, Burnley, and who's the other?
Probably Norwich.
Why Norwich?
Because they're going to get relegated anyway.
How the hell you don't pick? But you can pick. You can pick. How the hell you don't pick Arsenal? What's wrong with you, man? How don't you pick Arsenal?
As much as I hate them, I would miss playing.
All right, Nippon. No, okay. I never understood that logic, but we move.
Who would you pick?
Jan, you know who I'm picking. You can pick the 3 for me. Of course, easy. Jan just picked it for me. Jan already knows. Jan, I can pick 2 out of your 3. United, Spurs, and I don't know who the other would be. Am I right? Am I wrong? 2 out of your 3 are United and Spurs.
I would say it's obviously it's United.
I know that.
Obviously it's Spurs. We know that. The third one is a little bit more difficult because it's kind of like obviously we don't like Liverpool. But at the same time, like, imagine if that happened, everyone would be like, you only won the league because it was you and Chelsea. So it's kind of like we do need some competition there.
I don't care about all that.
You know? But it is what it is. I think definitely, I don't know, it's a hard one, isn't it? The third one is quite hard. Probably,
Right, have a think.
Probably Liverpool, just based off just Liverpool,
Right.
isn't it? That'd just be funny to go
Of
down.
course. No one wants Liverpool in the Premier League. No decent, normal human being. But we move.
Chelsea
So,
fans are quite annoying, to be fair. It'd be funny to see that go down.
we're gonna get into that. City proper boss there the weekend, the mighty PSG on Tuesday. I am doing a watch along for that on Twitch. I am doing a watch along for that on Twitch.
Hilarious to see Arsenal get relegated.
Hello, yes, it would be. Flawless, have you given therapy to Statman yet? He told me he hates me before, so nah. You know what I'm saying?
Why
So
are you making
no.
people hate you?
He just messaged me randomly because somebody, you know what happened? So he had a meltdown when we got beat by Villa on the watch along. But when a few months back, was it like 5-6 weeks ago, when Ronaldo got announced, me and him was on a show together. And he's there getting gassed, jumping out of his seat. And I told him before Ronaldo came in, after Ronaldo came in, don't let this signing fool you. We are not doing anything. He's like, nah, you have to have faith. We got Ronaldo, we got Sancho, we've got Varane, blah, blah, blah. And then he's seeing how it's going. And I told him, I said, I'm going to be there for you on a big brother thing. But it's the hope that kills you. Look, we're still in September. The season only started in August, and he's already had enough. He's already having meltdowns. He's already getting clipped. This guy broke his chair. You know what I'm saying? He broke his chair.
Where is it? I want to see that.
I told him.
Clip.
I've not got it. I'll send you. Is it in the store? No, I've
Send me
not
the
even
link
got it.
to the stream,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah. He broke. He was just basically going mad. Like I was doing a watch along every time. You know how mad it is. Every time I'm doing a Manchester United watch along, when we're getting beat towards the end, people in my comments be like, on here in the comments be like, go and check on Statman. He's going mad. Go check on Statman. Make sure he's okay. And so someone clicked the two of them together. Him being gassed about Ronaldo, and then him now being mad about Manchester United. And I said, I told him, but man, they want to listen, innit? Man, just think I'm talking for the sake of talking, innit? When I talk about this manager.
Yeah.
Now Ollie Innes are quiet. When we beat West Ham, man was on here cursing me out.
You've got to
When we
look
beat
at
West Ham.
positives, though. You're still on.
Oh, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Innit?
You're on
All
for
right,
a
okay.
thrill.
All right. No
And
red
it's
wine talk, no.
as well, you know. It's not
Yeah,
no
right,
kind of
okay.
top Champions League and Premier League. It's
Yeah, sure. Okay. Masinga says flawless, no red wine talk. No, because everyone was busy, but we'll probably be back. We're back Wednesday because we play Wednesday. So we'll be back on Wednesday. MN says, yeah, flawless. I was wrong about the Joshua fight. I thought he would use his size and bully Usyk, but instead he decided to box him. But I have to give credit to Usyk. What a talented man, boxing genius. Yeah, I called it wrong too, because I said he has to mix it up, box him, but then also go in and use your size, and he just didn't do that. He just didn't do that. And Usyk's quality, like, you don't do what he's done by accident.
Right, guys.
Say again, Nippin.
I said I'll be right back.
Yeah, no stress. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's quality. Absolutely quality, Usyk. I'm looking forward to the rematch. Everyone trashing the rematch. I'm like, you're still going to watch it anyway. NB says, flawless, the $1 million question is, did Bruno miss that penalty on purpose because he didn't trust the process? Laughing my ass off. And why didn't Ronaldo take it as well? It's a great agenda to have. I'm hoping he's Ollie out.
He got shook by Martinez coming and saying, you take it, big man, you take it. And he was like, no, let me Bruno take it. And it's all right.
So, yeah, and into the Ronaldo thing, it's because Bruno's a better penalty taker. That's why. I'm surprised Ronaldo's not on him, but if you look at their numbers, Bruno is a better penalty taker. I think Adam might have said it earlier. Ronaldo's conversion rate from the penalty spot is like 83%. Bruno's is 93%. So that's who you're going to pick. I'm surprised Ronaldo's not on him, though.
To be fair,
I actually put it in a bar. I actually wrote a lyric and put it in a bar. Now I might have to change it, but we move. Go on.
If they swap, though, if Ronaldo takes it and misses it, everyone's saying, why didn't you just leave Bruno on him? So I suppose it is one of them, isn't it? It's all in hindsight. But I don't know. Because it's one of them, innit? When you miss it, it's like City when we used to miss pens. It's like, oh, why didn't De Bruyne take it? And it's like, and then De Bruyne would take it and miss. Then it'd be like, oh, why doesn't such and such take it? And then they take it and miss. And it's just like, you know what? Just lead the same player on, because chances are they'll get it right eventually. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, see, Alpha Music said it here. Statman was holding his slipper, banging his table. Yeah, he had a complete meltdown in that. He had a complete meltdown. Ladger won Rovers vlogs as well. And again, people, if I'm not answering your question, I'm not ignoring you. It's because members, if you're a member, your comments take priority like a super chat on the Q&As. So I'm not ignoring you. But if I do see a great question, I will pull it up. But for the most part, it's going to be people like MN, as you can see, who's got the green. I don't know if you lot can see it, but his username's in green, but you can see the circle. That means he's a member. Man City will beat PSG. Mbappe fighting with Neymar and Pochettino tax is real. Hey, watch your mouth about Poch first and foremost, MN. We don't do that over here. I'd let you diss Jan before you diss Poch. Secondly, as well, I agree with you in it.
How dare you? Do you know what I mean? Like, is that a way of like blocking you from the stream? Honestly.
That was so smooth. Oh, Jesus. I'm hilarious, yo. I give myself a joke. That was good. That was good. Look at you. Why you smiling, showing all them teeth? You know what I'm saying? Showing off 38 teeth. You love to see it.
Like, in terms of that comment as well, I don't know if City will beat PSG. PSG are going to have to beat us at some point. Like, they've never, ever beaten us before. Yeah. So they're going to have to at some point. That being said, I don't think PSG need to win more than City. City could take a point. We won our first game. We could take a point. It's PSG that have to win because they only got a point from their first game. If they get beat by City, that's 1 point from 2 games. And then City are going to have 6 points. And then they're going to have, Leipzig, if they win, or if Bruges win, they'll be on 4 points. So they can't afford, even though it is early days and they've got time. We saw it with United, the opposite happened. But, it is early days, but I think they need to beat us more than we need to beat them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the pressure's on them.
Yeah. The pressure is on them. I think City can go there and take a draw if they want. Then we've got to play Bruges. Then we'd have to beat Bruges. If we don't win against PSG, we have to beat Bruges. But yeah, it's just the pressure is on them. They're at home as well. Like, the pressure's going to be on us more when we're at home. But Messi plays very well against Man City. So I think he will be the difference. Because normally, like, obviously our record against PSG is good. But I think Messi makes the difference for me. And
he's not been making a difference so far. Man's been getting subbed off and then they're scoring winners and that. I think he's our problem.
I don't know. Champions League and it's Messi, isn't it? Like, it's just we'll never. He's injured, but apparently he's back in training, so no doubt he'll start.
Yeah. MB says here, Jan, thoughts. You had a great win. Jan, thoughts on Rodri, Cancelo, and Bernardo Silva's performances yesterday. Here we go. We're gonna get a big answer with this. Let's go. Look at smiling.
So first and foremost, Rodri, yeah. Like, he's just so underrated. Like, I've been telling people, he just does the basics well. He's not one of them flashy players that you're going to start saying, wow, look at that pass. But he's very good. Solid player for us. He's getting better and better as time goes on as well, I have to say. Just a solid player. Obviously, he has his bad games, but every footballer does. But yeah, I love Rodri. Thought he was great. My man of the match against Chelsea. I thought
really?
He blocked Kante. He wasn't really in the game. That mid three, a lot of Chelsea fans were saying if we start this mid three, City have got no chance. Obviously, Jorginho they wanted, but he didn't start. And then, it didn't really matter. I thought Rodri played really, really well. Bernardo Silva's one of them players where he just runs and runs and runs. He's so effective, especially when De Bruyne is injured or De Bruyne is not at his best. He really does step up. So yeah, Bernardo. We know how good Bernardo Silva is. To be fair, the only criticism that I've had at him is because he's been in and out of the squad, he's not had that consistency to perform at that top level all the time. The only time that he has is when De Bruyne has been injured and he's been playing in that position, and then we see the best of him. We saw it in the season against Liverpool where we won 14 games in a row and De Bruyne was injured, and he was just brilliant in that season. I think he got our player of the season that year. So yeah, he is very good, but I think because we have so many players, he kind of gets pushed into different positions and then the consistency is not there. But yeah, he was great against Chelsea. I think it was in the position he wanted to play in, which is better. So yeah, definitely very good from him. Cancelo for me, like I love Cancelo. He's so good.
We didn't ask you if you love him. We just wanted his thoughts on the performance yesterday. We don't need the whole extra thing.
He is good. He's good. I think
you say you got me points in fantasy team actually. Man did bits this week still. I think you're still ahead of me though. You pissing me off with that. Side note. Go on, carry on.
Oh, actually,
don't smile at me.
Yeah,
let me check. Because you was, but that happened last week. You wasn't. But I think, but I think this week, if I am, then like, yeah, man. I'm not moving from that spot. Let's go in it, man. Here.
You've got 10 more points than me. How is that even?
Out here, man. I caught her, you get me? She was like 40 points ahead 3 weeks ago. I am me, you get what I'm saying? Can't mess with me with this fantasy Premier League thing. I'm doing bits. Look at Jan struggling in that.
Oh, it's because
he's struggling.
It's because not all my players have played yet, mate.
Why? Who's left? Who's left?
No, we've got one still.
Yeah, exactly.
Code for your fantasy league.
Say that again. The code is for the FPL by numbers. I'll give it you after the show, Nippin. I can't remember where it is. It's in one of the videos with me and Statman, so I don't know where it is. I'll have a look for that. But yeah, man, I'm top of both the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A League and Shameless FC.
You're 10 points ahead. Don't worry.
Go. Yeah, man, I caught. She was like 40 points ahead of me 2 weeks ago. See, I just wiped that out and that. Wiped that out.
Do you want to know why? Because I've been captain in Salah. That's why.
Yeah, so who do you think my captain is?
Oh dear.
Who do you think my captain is?
34.
It's Salah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Salah. Salah, my captain too. You know
he's getting goals. Well, that's not.
I just got pure ops. Yeah, I mean, my team is Liverpool, City, Leeds, Chelsea. That's my team. What it's made up of. Just no United players. Just pure ops.
Wait,
I look at my team. I'm disgusted. Go on, Nippin. What are you saying?
Why have you got players from a team you hate?
You know why, Nippin? Because then the bad thing is fantasy football. And if I put United players in, not only am I annoyed that they lost, then I'm annoyed that they've done bad for my fantasy team. Can't see it. Read out your team, Nippin. Can't see that properly. Read it out. Right.
So Mendy in goal.
Mm-hmm.
A back four of Sergio Reguilon, Ruben Diaz, Rafael Varane, Marcus Alonso. A midfield four of Harvey Barnes, James Ward-Prowse, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
That was a lovely pronunciation. That was lovely.
Ivan Toney and Romelu Lukaku.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm out here Buddy and Jan, so you probably beating it too. You know what I'm saying? We move. NB says, how am I hating? Why am I hating ahead?
Guys, listen to my team. And I've got an op in there, but I only put the op in for tactical reasons.
Yeah, that tactical reasons got you 10 points behind Sunshine.
I have to bring this bitch off the bench, innit? Anyway, 1 minute. So, I've got Schmeichel in goal, who's doing terribly this season. This is why I'm 10 points behind you. Then I've got Trent, who did terrible this week, right?
Yeah, we got two of the same players already.
Trent, I'm blaming Trent for this shit. Cancelo.
I've got the same team.
Duffy, who hasn't played yet.
Duffy's on my bench.
Bertrand didn't do anything either this week.
Okay.
Ferran Torres, who didn't fucking play. Thank you, Pep. I wanted Pep to bring him on. Pep didn't bring him on. So Ferran Torres.
Well, you won in it, so you know.
Sar's killing it. Sar's getting me points.
Sar's on point, yeah.
Neves, who got me 1 point. Dead. Salah, who's my captain. And then up front, I got Lukaku and Ronaldo. Had to have the up in it just because I know he's going to shit.
My team is full of bear ups. My team is full of bear ups, isn't it? It's mad.
I've only got 2 City players because City players are too expensive, man.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Can you bring in that?
This has just turned into the Fantasy Premier League show, people. But we move here. We are.
This is mine.
Zoom in a bit more.
Zoom in.
Zoom in a bit more. I just can't see that.
Can you not get the clip of Christensen getting nutmegged?
Nah, we'll find it, innit? Have you got the video of it? Hey, in the chat, let us know. Reguilon, Diaz. Did Diaz get? How come Diaz got 10 points? Oh, he's your captain. That's why. Varane.
Because he got an assist.
He got an assist. Oh, did he get an assist? Yeah, that's why I don't even
No,
deal
he
with City
didn't.
players.
Actually, no, not this week. Last week he got an assist.
Barnes, Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg, Grealish. Okay, I see you.
Ken must be, you know what? He must have got points for the block in it because he made like a key block.
Ah,
It's Cancelo
okay.
that got the assist this week. I think he got an assist last week.
Hmm.
No, we didn't. Last week. It must have been the week before. I don't know. He's got an assist at some point.
And MB mentioned it as well. MB stated about Bruno over Ronaldo for pens. If Bruno has the better penalty record, yes, that's who I'm going with. Which he does have the better penalty record. I'm going with Bruno.
No. Ronaldo has been taking pens for a long time. So
yeah, but Bruno has a better record from the spot. Bruno's got a better record, so I'm going with Bruno. I expected Ronaldo to take him, no. And Time to Shine says the pen going in just papers over the cracks, and everyone says the same thing, looking to get a point. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. I've been saying this for the longest. We ain't doing nothing this season.
The thing is Ronaldo cool with it because apparently Pogba was the one that said no, Bruno's got to take it.
And the manager should be dealing with that.
I see Martinez telling Ronaldo to take it.
Yeah,
the manager should be dealing with that. Like that should have been sorted out beforehand, right? If we get a penalty, that should be sorted. 100%.
This is the beginning of the end of Oli.
I hope so. Whether it is or not, I don't know. I hope so, though. I'm saying, like I mentioned,
all day, every day.
I hope so. But whether that is or not, I don't know. I'm hoping so. But whether it's not, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Please like and subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll talk about it since it is in the title as well, while you lot get your questions in. The North London Derby. Arsenal 3, Spurs 1. Arsenal moved to him. Spurs in dire straits.
Massacre.
Look at us. Like Arsenal. Are you proper Arsenal, you? Look at you. As you red and white. Huh?
Up the ass, mate.
All right, that's getting taken out of context, but we move. That's definitely getting taken out of context. Someone's clipping that. Someone is on the job.
You know what's so funny, right? I was reading some girl's bio, and that's what she had. She had UTFA, and I just thought, really? Like, how is that your bio?
Yeah, see, YG says clipped. You getting clipped.
The funny thing is, someone else is taking my mum. And then
I've seen that picture. You definitely Nippon finds it hilarious, yo, isn't it? Yeah.
You have a really dirty sense of humor now, Jan.
Yeah, Jan's getting clipped 100%. The way she clipped that. I mean, the way she said that.
I was only joking, but you lot are dirty-minded, isn't it? I was
it's the way you said it with a big smile on your face. A big smile on your face.
I'll tell you what, but nothing's gonna be this. When Ray. When it was just you, Ray, and Jan, and then Elena showed up, and he was like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah, that's
nothing to that. That's nothing to that.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. Look at him. He's a joker.
No one's clipping me.
You are definitely. They had 1010% clipping. But since you want to talk about it, and talk about Arsenal beating Spurs, thoughts on it, Miss Arsenal over here. Yeah, go on.
No, to be honest, like I dislike Spurs, and it so is what it is. But you know what? To be fair, like it is a North London derby at the Emirates, and I think they have a very good record there. Like as good as Tottenham have been over the past couple of years, they haven't beaten Arsenal there. It's interesting because you know when teams have these records. It's almost like no matter how good or how bad they are, a lot of these teams like maintain that record. Like, you know, you have them like City had not won at Anfield for years, and it's like City have been better than Liverpool for most of the last 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bar one when they won it, right? But it's like we still would struggle to win at Anfield. So it's like, and they had some poor teams. But we still couldn't win there. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. I think with Spurs, going to the Emirates is always difficult. I think their team at the moment, they've just come off the back of 2 3-0 defeats. And it's, you know, it's not against City and Chelsea. It's against, you know, Crystal Palace. I can't remember who the other team are that beat them 3-0, to be fair.
Chelsea.
But yeah. Oh, Chelsea, yeah. So, yeah, so it, to be fair, Chelsea won, you'd expect, but Crystal Palace, you wouldn't expect that. So, I don't know. I just think I don't know. Like Arsenal looked very good. The fact that they came out all guns blazing and then scored 3 goals in the first half, which they haven't been doing, that was impressive. But at the same time, I don't think Spurs would have won today, regardless. But yeah, you have to give credit to Arteta. Emile Smith-Rowe is a great player, to be fair. I remember at the Arsenal game where we played them at our place, like the City fans around me, even before it kicked off, when they're warming up, a lot of them were going, take that Emile Smith-Rowe. He's a great player. So City fans were saying that before it even kicked off. So he is a good player. And to be fair, even though Arsenal got beat, he wasn't that bad against City. Like when I was watching him, you can see that he's a good player. So yeah, I think he played really well. Saka is Saka. I really like Saka. I actually think Arsenal have quite likable players, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I won't say all that.
No, I do. I think they do. Not everyone, obviously, but I do think.
No, anyone who pulls on that shirt is like, I don't like you no more.
Yeah, man, you can't hate on Saka.
Saka's cool.
He's one player from Arsenal I like, Saka.
Yeah, of course. Same. Nippin, thoughts on the game today? Thoughts on the North London derby? Your London rivals.
Both teams, yeah, I mean, like, it's basically who's worse off a look.
Mid-table. It was a mid-table clash. The mid-table derby.
I mean, basically, it was who's the bigger banter club at this moment in time.
Yeah. You right?
But yeah, Spurs were shocking in the first half. I don't know what happened to Arsenal in the second half. But
3-0 up, I think.
They switched off. And if it wasn't for Ramsdale, I think Ramsdale was their man of the match today. Because if Ramsdale wasn't on point, that game could have ended in a draw. Like he
could have, because he tipped. He did. Yep.
He made 2 key saves. That save from Lucas Moura, and then another one from Harry Kane. I mean, I was low-key praying, saying, please put that in the back. Because that way I would look. Then I could have cooked every single Arsenal fan on every Twitter space I went on.
You're always trying to cook people, Nippin, man. You're deep, man. You'll take a day off.
Look, yeah. It's a shame that Ray isn't here. Otherwise, I would have cooked him for Van Dijk conceding 3.
Oh, we gonna get to Ray. Don't worry, Ray gonna get it. Like when he's here, he gonna get it. Like 100%. He's getting cooked. He is getting cooked.
The Twitch Q&A.
Whenever it's the Twitch, YouTube, real life, he's getting cooked. Don't matter. 100% he's getting cooked. MB says, Flawless, I'm telling you now, if Arteta plays Partey as a 6, you'll see him at his best. He was fantastic today. I've been a fan of Partey. I just thought you lot Arsenaled him last season. I wanted him at United. He was my pick. If you go back and check old tweets, I was talking about Thomas Partey. Like, he was what United needed. Go and get him. And he was a decent price as well, but typical United, we don't do 6s. So here we are. It moves.
Look, knowing Solskjaer, he will buy Partey.
Look at you, Jan. Got people doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? Man dropped his phone.
Oh my God, it's a joke. Have you never heard Arsenal fans say up the air?
Yeah, we have. It's just the way you said it with a big smile on your face and your big broad Manc accent. That's what made it even funnier. That's what it was on the stream. You know what I'm saying? Eyes lit up.
Hackney accent.
Yeah, it's just the way you said it. It was just funny. That's all. Flawless, when I need toilet roll, I come for that United shirt in the back. LOL, cheeky bastard. Larger my guy NB, yo. Big up NB every single time. Sky always sending shots all of the time. Robbie was playing that Partey hard song on his way home, most unlikely. Someone asked me as well, do I see, since we're waiting on questions from members, Nahome asked me about, do I believe that certain top Reds and Ollie inners are turning Ollie out? I've not watched it, but I've seen the Gary Neville clip going not viral, but going around and doing the rounds on social media in regards to him saying United have all the things I've been saying on this goddamn mic. United have no identity. We rely on individual brilliance. It's like he's been watching Sarcasm City TV, no patterns of play, no style. All of this that has been clear as day. And he's saying this, but he's still not blaming the manager. And that tells you all you need to know. It tells you all you need to know. And all he's just not good enough. Are the top Reds turning on him? I don't know. People are saying more people. I've seen more people who are Ollie in turn Ollie out, like the likes of Indiano. I've seen question him. Well, he's fully Ollie out now. There's others who I've seen who defended Ollie very strongly. Like I said, if you're Ollie in at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you if you think that this manager's... Yeah, you are. But, like, I don't know what to tell you if you believe this guy's the man. Yeah, go on.
What's the point? Because what he will do is bench him and then play McFred anyway.
Possibly.
I mean, knowing Ollie.
It's a possibility. 100%. It's 100% a possibility that I could be doing that. Where else we at? MN says, so does Nuno get sacked now? We'll go to you on that, Jan. You think Nuno's gone?
God, can you? I know you can, but would you sack a manager this early in? I don't think so. I think it's different if it's like if it's a club like Chelsea or like a City, Liverpool, maybe. Like your target at the start of the season is the Premier League and to go far in the Champions League. If you can win the Champions League, great. But that's the target, innit? To get far in that and win the league. So I think with Spurs, that's obviously not the target. And then if you look at top four, like I said it before on streams today, like for me, the best four teams in terms of squad would be City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United in terms of the teams. So it's like really and truly, if Spurs did finish in the top four, they're overachieving. So I don't see them sacking him because as long as he doesn't get relegated and he doesn't finish in the bottom half, there's probably not going to be that much difference between where they would finish anyway. So I don't think they sack him yet. Maybe they will at Christmas if he's terrible. But yeah, I don't see them. I see them giving him a bit of time. And the problem is, Patrick was saying that the problem is if you sack him, who do you get in? Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like there's a manager waiting for the job and, oh yeah, well, if you sack Nuno, you can get this guy because you're back to square one, you know, and then there's no guarantee that the manager's going to come and all that kind of crap. So it's difficult. I think there's a lot of clubs that need a new manager right now, but there's not that many managers going around. Like even Zidane, everyone's talking about Zidane. Apparently Zidane has said he has no interest in the Premier League. So he must be waiting for the France job.
You got PSG.
Maybe someone could tempt him with some big money or something.
Yeah, man. Throw that big bag at him. Be like, yo, Zizou, what go on?
He could just genuinely not be interested. It's like you get footballers that are just not interested in playing in the Prem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Mbappe is interested in the Prem. Would he come if you threw some massive money at him? Maybe. But that's not going to be his first choice. You know what I mean? If you and Madrid put the same offer in for him, he's going to Madrid. So we'll have to see. But yeah, it's difficult. I'm even like, people always ask me, who would you take after Pep? I really don't know. I don't think there's anywhere out there now where I'm like, yes, get them in. You know what I mean?
I don't know how long he'll be in the Germany job for, but Hansi Flick could do bits with Man City.
Possibly. In my thoughts on the Nuno one, do I think he'll get sacked? Yes. No.
Check the background.
Yeah, I see you, man. Why you always I thought he ain't your rivals. Why you always taking shots at him? Huh?
But Tottenham, it's the history of the Tottenham.
This guy, you know, he's taking cheap shots.
I'm just
Can I just say, Nahum, like...
There we go. Jan, just ignore it.
I know, just coming in with his City agenda, innit?
Because you always respond to
best
it.
jobs, if not the best job in the league. It's literally
You always respond to it. You know, amount of times it's only because it's the Q&A that I'm responding to NB. You know how much I ignore this while I'd always talking nonsense about my club. But since it's the Q&A, I got to respond to him. Nah, I'm joking, people. NB is my guy. I was just using that to make a point. But my thoughts on
petrol crisis is just putting the money in for Haaland, innit? And keep filling up your cars, innit?
But yeah, with Nuno, I don't think he can get sacked yet, but he can't keep losing. Like let me check who Spurs next game. Like you've conceded 9 goals in your last 3 games. You conceded 3 in your last 3 games. Like, and you're supposed to be like a pragmatic coach. Like that cannot win. Like literally in August, he was top of the league. But even as someone stated, even against Wolves, they didn't play well. Against Watford, they didn't play well. I was a man looking now, they're 11th. I say 3 losses on the bounce. Like the playing style isn't good, and they've got Aston Villa at home on Sunday. And that's not going to be an easy fixture, as I know. That's not an easy fixture. They could be in trouble, and then you got the international break.
A lot of Spurs fans I was listening to were not confident going into the game.
Who's not confident?
A lot of Spurs fans going into the North London derby were not confident.
Of course they weren't. They want their manager gone. I've seen Eleanor's tweets. I've seen Spaces saying Nuno out. Like Spurs fans ain't happy.
Even a few of them were saying Arsenal would win.
Yeah,
do you know what? He could get sacked, right? Because their fixtures are they've got an easy team in the Conference League, right? But they've got, like you say, Villa at home. I think they'll beat Villa at their place. I think at Villa Park, I'm not sure, but I think they'll beat them. Then they've got Newcastle away. Probably win that game, to be fair. Then they've got West Ham away. I'm not sure they win that. West Ham at West Ham.
No way they've been getting beat all over
Burnley
London.
away. They'll probably beat Burnley. Then they've got Man United at home. I don't think they win that. Then they've got Everton away, which they should win. Leeds at home, which they should win. Why have they got Burnley away again? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. The last one was the cup. They got Burnley away. Then they've got Brentford at home. They've got a bit of an easy run after that. They play Burnley, Brentford, Norwich, Brighton. Then Leicester, Liverpool, Palace, Southampton. I can't even breathe. Then Watford, then Arsenal, then Chelsea. They've got Arsenal and Chelsea back to back. Then they've got Southampton, Wolves, and then City.
And that's how I'm looking at it.
I think
that
Arsenal game, I think they will win the return leg, because as much as Spurs are horrible at the Emirates, Arsenal are shocking. Their record at White Hart Lane is just as shocking. So I would not put it past Spurs to win the next North London derby.
No, I hear exactly what you're saying. A notorious FAT. This is one of the realest tweets you ever wrote. You said whenever Jan says, "Can I just say?" You know she's gonna smoke someone in the comments. You know she's jumping in the crowd like run our test. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You already know.
People have no success, so they come to the comments. It's cool, isn't it?
Just like my mum. Whenever my mum says, "Can I have a minute with you, son?" My mum, I know when she says to me, "Nippon, can I have a minute?" I know I'm getting a roasting.
And Reefa LaFunk says there, what's an easy run for Spurs? That's facts.
Sorry, if your team took as many shots as you tried to take at me, you might actually be top of the league, but it is what it is, isn't it? So keep trying it. And eventually, you know, you might win the trophy at some point in your lifetime.
Yeah, I have a question for everyone. Whose trophy drop is finished first? There's no trophy drop lasts forever. Spurs or England?
Who's will end first? Spurs.
Whose trophy drought will end first?
Spurs' trophy drought will end before England's. Spurs won something in 08. England that won something since 66. It's Spurs. 100% Spurs, without question. It's Spurs.
You know what? When Harry Kane retires, they'll win something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what happened. The year after he retires, they'll win something.
Or he'll go to the MLS and they'll win something.
Yeah, 100%.
Harry Kane got promoted to the senior squad in 2019. 2009, the
I
year
know.
he won a trophy. Watch how when he either leaves Spurs on a free, or after he retires, watch them win another trophy. Clip this.
Imagine that though. Imagine he actually is a trophy dodger.
No,
That's
imagine.
why I didn't want him at City just in case, man. Imagine he came in and we started not winning.
Would have been great. I think it's deserved.
Imagine if City get Kane.
Oh no, no.
And they go and like say they get him in January, and they lose the league they lose the league by 2 points because Spurs won that first.
I know. That's what I said. That's why it made no sense for them to sell him to us after that game, because he could technically sabotage his own league title. Because I'm not being funny, but every other player at City, bar Jack Grealish, who is 26 and will get his chance, they won the league last year. So as much as they want to win it, they don't need to win it. Whereas he needs to win it. If he joins City, he needs to win the Prem. He's not coming to not win anything. You know what I mean? Imagine he would get cut if he came to City and went trophyless. He would get cut because City. The thing is, City didn't play well in the Champions League final, and obviously we lost. But City aren't a bottling club. Like, that was the first final we'd lost in 8 years. No other team in the league has won all of their finals in the last 8 years. No one's done it. Chelsea haven't done it. Liverpool haven't done it. United definitely haven't done it. So, you know what I mean? Like, as much as I'd say we bottled that final in a way, as good as Chelsea were, you know, it's not like we do it all the time. So, yeah, it's just, I don't want him to come in and we start missing out on, like, it's not so bad if you go up against a good team and you lose in a final, because anyone can do that. But it's when you go into them finals that your favourite, like, clear favourites for, and you don't win. Yeah, I mean,
Would have been brilliant.
It's one of them.
That's why you should have signed him in it. You lot won too much in that. Like, I need to relax and just fall back. What do you mean after that? Relax.
When you lose to Villarreal, you can pin it on him.
Relax. Hey, listen, because we don't need no strikers. Like, this ain't about us. I don't know why you're making this a us thing. That's a you thing. Don't make this a we stuff. That's you. Nippin, question for you from NB. He says, Nippin, what impact do you think Ruben Loftus-Cheek can make on this Chelsea team this season?
Look, it's a tough one with Ruben. A lot of our fans want him gone. A lot of them want him to stay. I think he'll be good enough as a squad depth player. Look, a lot of people were saying that he did more work than most of our midfield when he got subbed on. But yeah, he's good. He has quality, but he's squad depth at the most.
Fair enough. Fair point. Sorry, I was just chowing down. Jan, your thoughts on Mr. Ruben Loftus-Cheek?
I don't think he's gonna play all the time, is he? Like, he'll come on, but I don't think he's not gonna be like a starter in that team. Surely not. So I don't know. He looks like he's kind of, every time I see him, he looks all right, to be honest. But I don't watch Chelsea week in, week out.
What Nippin's saying, yeah, I think squad player. I think Nippin hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
I can see him, but it depends on what he wants. I think he can be an effective squad player for Chelsea. One thing, he can play numerous positions. If it's the 3-4-3 they're playing, you can play in one of the two behind Lukaku. If they're playing the double pivot or it's a 3 in midfield, I think he's capable of playing as an 8 or 8/10. I think he's more than capable, and I rate him as well. So I think, yeah, he's a good player. Wherever he's that, and he needs to stay injury free as well. He seems to pick up a lot of injuries, which he needs to sort out.
I said this a few years ago that if he's fully fit, he's better than
Timo Werner,
Dele Alli. I said a fully fit Ruben a few years ago. This was when Maurizio Sarri was in charge. I said a fully fit Ruben Loftus-Cheek is better than Dele Alli.
Sorry, people. I'm just chowing down there. Reefer LaFunk says he can play right wing back too. Did not know that. I legit did not know he can play wing back. I wanted to get to this. Jordan.
I actually met one of our players after the game.
Who did you meet?
Trevor Chalobah.
What did you say to him?
I just asked him for a selfie. And you know what? He actually liked the picture as well. Look, I actually put it on Twitter.
That's nice of him. That is nice of him. 100%.
Why are you going to like a picture of yourself now, Jake?
You do that all the time. What are you talking about? You're chatting ish like if your phone's full of selfies, 100%. You got hella selfies in your phone. Don't lie to that. I've seen your phone gallery. You acting like we don't know each other in real life. You was lying. You got a whole album of herself. Whole album of herself. Say again.
We need to do a Sarcasm City face-to-face meetup one day.
When the channel gets big enough,
I ain't trying to meet Flawless. What the fuck?
I don't want to see her on here. Look at her. I want to see her mug on here. Never mind in real life.
I swear you live in London too, Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay up there. You know what I'm saying? Far away from possible. Jordan B says, don't hate. Flawless thoughts on Gary Neville's comments on United still won't point the finger at his man at the manager. Because he's his guy, that's why. Because they're friends. They're on a brethren thing. He's never going to slander him and give him the same energy because they're friends. And that's wrong. If you're there to do a job, call it as you see it. You're supposed to be unbiased. Like, that's what it is. It's like me being on here and Jan or Ryan or whoever are in a job. I've got a manager's job. I'm going to still call it. Ryan, if Jan's managing Manchester City and she's doing a bad job, I'm going to call it out and say she's not doing a good enough job.
That would never happen because I would be getting,
relegated. Yeah, no.
Titles, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's my point.
Stuff. 2-time Pep, 3-time Fergie, 4-time Jan City, isn't it?
All right. So you hear the ego in that, people. What we mean? Bare ego, Nippin, Nathan MB says, Nippin, where are you at with finding Timo, aka Verno?
Look, man.
Look at him stressed. Stressed.
Sometimes it may be good, and sometimes it may be shit.
Yeah. I don't know about the good part, but I hear you. I don't know about that.
I'm going to respond one more time to this guy.
Can I just say, go on, say the line in it beforehand. Say the line.
Can I just say, right?
There we go.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
One, right? This whole Pep's going to leave the club in a shambles. He isn't because we're well run, which you can't be said for your club, right? Same can't be said for your club. Secondly, don't talk about City fans staying because when we were shit, our fans stayed. When you were shit, you had no fucking fans. And that's the way it would go again. If Man United get relegated, you will not fill Old Trafford. You will not fill Old Trafford, ever. You know what I mean? So don't come with that shit. And talk about history. Go learn your history. And then you should be bowing down to Man City and thanking them that there's actually still 2 clubs in Manchester. That's all I want to say.
Oh, you...
Oh, and talking about...
I'm back in a sec. Let me get water. I'm back in a sec.
Go and search the record attendance for a game in Manchester because I can guarantee Man United are not involved. It is what it is, man. I'm tired of United fans chatting their shit when they don't. They're banging on about history. They don't know the history. If you know your history, then you wouldn't be chatting shit about City. City are not the club you'd be chatting shit about if you knew your history. So don't come with that shit, man. Just pure beg for City. And City gave you what you needed to get you where you are now. So it is what it is, isn't it? You won your first title with our record striker. So just have shame in it. And talking about, I saw a comment about the FA Cup before. Go check when you won the FA Cup because it was years after Man City won it. So just go check your history in it and then come back to me and chat your shit because I ain't trying to hear it.
Wow. You're really on the smoke today, Jan.
No, it's just I don't mind like when there's like factual information being spread, but people just chat the most amount of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like Man United, like they don't even know the history of their fans. After the Munich air disaster, a lot of fans felt sorry for them and their fan base basically quadrupled. So they were getting crowds of like 20,000. It went up to like, I don't even know, 60,000 or whatever it was at the time. So yeah, just know your history before you come about fans, innit? Like, because it's not the way they make it out. So it is what it is, isn't it?
You done, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, cool.
You know what? Google is even free. You know, you don't have to pay for Google.
Lovely, darling.
Wi-Fi,
Girl just told me she's done, you know.
Because you come on here, then you know what I mean. Just go check it out, innit? When you learn about it, then you can come back and apologize. Until then, keep it quiet, innit?
All right, cool, people. Sorry, I just went to, you know, have a wee, get some water in there. Not water. Here we go.
All I can say is that we're closer to winning a treble than you are to winning anything. So that's all I'm saying. So it is what it is, isn't it?
You don't need to allow it because now I'm getting shot.
In terms of big club,
ever.
The thing is, this whole big club thing is a load of shit. City fans don't care. I don't mind being a small club. When City lift the Premier League, I couldn't care less. I can tell you that now. Like, if you want to watch your team be a big club and win nothing, and you prefer that, then that's cool. But I'd prefer a small club that win than a big club that lose. Do you know what I mean? That's just me personally. You know, if it helps you sleep at night, great.
Is the home definitely a United fan?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I'm just here getting shot for no reason. Thanks, no.
Yeah, you're
Cheers,
just getting shot. You're just getting shot.
Jesus Christ. Girl said,
I don't know if you son is. He didn't make my childhood hell. He used to live around the corner to me.
Yeah, they lived in the same ends. Yeah, I'm rich and that. Don't get it wrong. She's in that big 5-bedroom yard right now. Gated community. Man, I have to buzz in to go to a house.
Into my mum's car and she stopped.
Mazo.
Can't say what I didn't say.
Mazo. Right, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. You know what I'm saying? We move. Where else we at? Large up Sasha in the cut as well. Big up Sasha. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you Yana Test and not just jumping in crowds. But we move. Well, I was gonna say someone else as well asked about. So yeah, someone can't remember who brought it up and said, "Would I be hard on my brethren?" The thing is, yes. But if I was being slightly biased, which I'm honest, I openly talk about my biases. If I'm slightly biased towards a player, a manager, I'll tell you, 100%. I'll tell you. Look, talk about it.
Proof that Chalaba liked the picture, the selfie.
Yeah, man, we believe you, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
yeah. Yeah, this is it. This is the truest thing ever. She like to rock with her catchphrases and that. You know what I'm saying? I love Can I Just Say Yan and her Yansers. They're the best. Can I just say?
Can I just say all myself?
Yeah. You need a Can I Just Say top, you know.
That would slap. You know what's hilarious though? You know what is really, really, really funny, right? The comments are always saying when you win the Champions League, right? And these same people think that Man United a bigger or a better club or whatever, or more successful, whatever you want to call it, than Liverpool. Work that one out. If the Champions League is that important in an argument of who's bigger, then surely Liverpool are clear of Man United.
They are.
Because the league titles are close. The Champions Leagues are not close. So this is what you can't have it both ways. You can't say Man United are more impressive than Liverpool and then say City are shit because they haven't won the Champions League. Doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways. You've got to pick a side and stick to it. Either Liverpool are better than Man United and Man United are better than City because they've never won the Champions League, or you can have it the way where you just look at it as a whole, innit? So it is what it is, isn't it?
Hey, gal in the building, how are you doing?
But where was I? Yeah, I've completely forgot what I was saying.
No one cares about whether City
the gal is in the building.
That's all I can tell you.
What was the gal about? A gal gassed in it.
You sure that's a gal? Because I'm sure I've seen that.
That's a gal.
It might be. Sure? Oh no, a gal DM me so I know it's you.
Yeah, I don't know. You know.
Let me check if he's. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, wait.
Got 2 accounts, innit?
Oh no, a gal DM me so I know it's you, and I'll mod you in it. So I know it's you. Just DM me so I know it's you. As I was saying, where was I at? I forgot even what I was saying now. I've legit just like Forgot. But yeah,
You
the
can't
can I
be
just
a
you know what?
Nah, I'm sorry, right? Oh, we won a
Yeah.
treble. So they won 6 Champions Leagues. A treble, 6 Champions League. Come on now,
2
serious.
trebles of the Champions League. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
This is gonna pop still. Can I just like I'd fully rock. I kind of just say.
Oh, it
So-
is him. Sorry, girl. I didn't know.
You don't even have to
I
apologize.
have a red thing in it, and I swear, like I seen. I don't know. Maybe it changed it.
It's cool now. I'm gonna mod him. I just wanted to make sure it was you, a girl. That's all. It's cool.
The thing is, just don't come chatting shit about history. I know my history. I know Man United's history. So you can't. It's not something you can come and catch me out on. It is what it is, isn't it? The only people irrelevant in Manchester are the ones that haven't won anything for 4 years. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey! Watch your mouth. I'm tired of this.
Nah, man, don't
Hey.
come for City, innit? Don't come for
Yeah.
City.
Watch your mouth.
I'm gonna defend City. I'd rather you dissed Flawless. Come for Flawless. Cuss him out. Cook him. Do what you gotta do.
When I say that to you, you have an issue with that. When I said that to you earlier on the show, you had a problem with that, innit? Look at you, you prick. You had a problem with that, innit? Huh? Look at you. Huh?
Listen, don't get
You
excited.
listen now. You listen.
Don't
You
get
yeah.
excited.
Hella
You
straight
know
shots.
You ain't gonna do shit.
When I see you, yeah, it's on carry on it. She getting the Stone Cold Stunner in it. This is
people,
choking
yeah.
best smoke
This
in it.
happened,
Hella
right?
smoke.
He was
Watching it.
trying hella smoke, yeah. I
Watch.
went up to meet up with him, Ryan, and Saeed, yeah. Nothing.
Okay, she didn't have nothing to say. None of this energy.
Nothing.
She was like, "Oh, you all right? I'll get
Look
you a
at my
drink." She
name-
didn't say nothing.
Look at my name tag.
Oh, you hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Is what it is.
Sorry, guys. People need to start coming at me and you won't all get shot in it.
He's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel?
Right,
Yes,
it's
Prime. That is me. Defending City well. Like
Big up Prime in the building.
large up Prime.
now City
Large
get
up
too
Prime.
much disrespect, man. If any other
Jeez.
team is
Yo,
not
Prime.
City,
Sorry to cut
they're
you
not
off. Yo, Prime, I just added you as a mod as well. I'm surprised you're not a mod. You know what I'm saying, who shook? No one ain't shook of nobody.
He is.
Shook
He
of
is, to
who?
be fair. Oh my
Wait
god.
until I see her in it. Shook of
I
who?
should have
Wait.
recorded that shit.
Wait.
I should have
Wait.
recorded that shit. He
Wait
was
until I-
shook.
She
He
was shook
was
of me.
not
She was like, "Oh, do you want a drink,
He's
babe?"
chatting out.
That's what she giving me. Do you
It
want a
was
drink,
not
babe? As soon as I walked in the bar, you know what I'm saying? Do you want a drink? You all right? That's what it
nah.
is.
Nah, it's not as
That's
soon as you
what it
walked
is.
in the bar.
Of course, it
As
was as
soon as
soon
you
as I
walked in
see.
the bar, we
Yeah,
watched
she was
it
like, "Oh, he
before.
was." Yeah, she
Then
was
we
like, "You
got
want a drink?
cocktails,
You want JD?"
And then you weren't chatting nothing.
Yeah, but
You
she ain't
weren't
saying nothing.
saying all
So I
this.
calmed down. I was like, "Yeah, you ain't got nothing to say. Wait till I see you in it. It's
Quiet.
wait.
Wait
You
till I see
catching
you.
you
Then
catching an
what?
RKO in it. What's in it?
No,
Just
it's
wait."
not gonna happen. It's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
gonna
And
happen.
David, here's the thing. I know my weight class in it. I know who to troll and not troll. Not every fight needs to be fought. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody can come into the fight like Anthony Joshua. It is what it is, isn't it? You ain't gonna win. You can come
Are
here.
you challenging Flawless to a boxing match?
She don't want this smoke.
Nah, like I don't even want to fight him in it. I'm just saying he ain't doing shit.
She ain't doing nothing. She talks all this big
He
big
ain't
man
doing
talk.
nothing. He ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you now.
Wait till I see you in it. But yeah, David, here's the thing is, it's one of the 48. It's one of the 48 laws of power. It's one of the 48 laws of power, man. Like you gotta know not to who not to offend. And like I know the weight class. I know the teams I can talk to. I know the teams I can't talk to, and that's just the facts of the matter. Like we'll City get it on Derby Day, yes, because I'm not much of an arsehole. But over the course of the season, it's like I don't really have much to say to them. Chelsea are in that bracket. Liverpool I can kind of get on, but they're doing a bit too well at this moment in time. But I need them to try and kind of not win anything this season, and then we can go further. Because I was saying that to Ryan, I was like, "You're with us now. We're bad, but you ain't great. We finished above you. You lot won nothing. We won nothing." And I don't see Liverpool winning anything this season either. So we can drag them back down. Arsenal are just there to kick all the time, which is great, even though they win today.
Look, even though they're unbeaten in September, that phrase still stands. Arsenal get battered everywhere they go.
Yeah. Question for you, for you, Jan, from MB. It says, Jan, thoughts on Jesus' start to the season? Here we go.
He started really well. To be fair, how long on here have I been saying he's not a striker, he's a winger? I've been saying this for the longest amount of time. He's been playing as a winger more. I don't really know against Chelsea because he was kind of like, I don't even know what he was playing where, to be fair. With City, you never really know. But yeah, I think he started well. He's always kind of scored important goals for us, but it kind of goes under the radar. So I'm not really surprised that he scored against Chelsea. Because I think last season when we got the penalty, I'm sure it was him that won it. So yeah, he does well in big games. To be fair, yeah. And someone's asking thoughts on Grealish, so I might as well just answer that.
Answer that. Yeah.
Grealish has been really, really good, actually. He's come in.
Impressed.
People are looking at his stats, like he's got 1 goal, 1 assist, and he's got 1 goal, 1 assist in the Champions League, but his performances are really, really good. He's been one of our best players this season, to be fair. He's looked solid. Against Chelsea, he had, 2 shots from out wide, but probably his finishing probably needs to be a little bit better. But yeah, I don't think he's at City to score goals. He's there to create, which is what he's been doing. So
a bit like Firmino at Liverpool.
No, because his position is out wide, isn't it? So he's there to kind of put the ball into the box for a City player to put it in. But yeah, I don't know. He scored a great goal in the Champions League. And then obviously his goal against Norwich was scrappy. Wasn't a good goal. He didn't even know it was happening. So yeah, but yeah, he started well. I think he'll get better. A lot of a lot of it. Do you know what? Imagine if they finished above United. That would be the funniest stream.
Yo, listen, show up, yeah. Yeah, this is why we fall out. Because why would you put it out there? Show up, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't Cameron.
Title charge continues.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Yo, I'm tired of you in it. You know what it is, people. Jan's been, you know what it is, people. You know where this comes from? Because Jan's been pumped for the past 2 days. I don't know what's got into her. She had a Weetabix this week, and she thinks she's 10 men and that. Like, I'm not me in it. Look at her smiling over there. Carry on. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her.
Coming like Ollie with his tactics. You ain't doing shit.
You gonna get it in it. You know what I'm saying?
You're
gonna fluff it like Pep in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fluff it like Pep in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna win twice.
She takes liberties, you know. You had red free. She takes liberty. I just be hearing her talk. I'm like, all right, this is nothing to do with us. And then boom, she says something wild.
Bring back
bullets in it.
Before he is, large up to my guy Babs. You lot make sure you follow and subscribe to his channel because he don't do lives, but he does upload. So make sure you check it out. One of the best Arsenal content creators out here.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, the title charge continues. You're still sat outside the top 8. You only beat Burnley, Norwich, and Tottenham at the Emirates as a formality for you guys. So what did you really achieve?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Before you get to Babs, yeah, Z.
Can I at least big on my guy before you go to Z. Wait.
4 points.
Let's go positive.
Still couldn't win the league. You got 4 points from City and still didn't come close. So you can slap us up in the derby if you want, but remember, it won't lead to anything. So what's the point?
Well, large my guy Babs, go sub to his channel. Anyone seen Slav tonight? No, I've not seen Slav in a minute. It's been a minute. Shameless FC, I'm not sure. It might be tomorrow. I'm not sure. Keep a lookout for it as well. Did Barcelona draw? What happened? Coleman tax indeed. I'm crying because we didn't. Cadiz singing "Where's Messi?" Right? Is that what the Cadiz fans were saying to you? Look,
I know. Fatty came on.
Let me check. I need updates from you lot on the Pi's performances in it because my bro been getting onto me about the Pi, and when he does bad, he don't say nothing. Nah, they won 3-0. They won 3-0. Oh, that was yesterday. And the Pi scored a penalty. What else we at? I'm having a look. Oh, yeah, they drew 0-0 in the week. Ah, that's why. Mazo, De Jong got sent off.
Is Aguero fit yet?
I have no idea.
I know he's cut his hair off. It looks bloody awful.
Question for Flawless: who's worse, Koeman or Ollie? I don't know enough about Koeman to answer that, but I don't think he's worse than Ollie, so probably Ollie. I don't
Yeah,
think
but I
anyone's
don't
worse.
think that job. How do you go from like Everton?
Koeman don't, Koeman don't even, because he's a former player, that's why. But he doesn't even have the players there. I look at Koeman's team, it's not even like he has the ballers there. Like Ollie has the ballers. That's my biggest criticism of this guy. You have the players there. Say
Do you
again?
not rate Memphis? Do you not rate Memphis?
Not as highly as everybody else. No, I think he's a decent player and that's it. He's decent. He's nothing spectacular. He's nothing special. I don't think he's world class. I don't think he's top class. I think he's a decent player and that's that. Good. And that's as far as it goes. People hyping him up, I don't know why. I don't. Every time I watch him, I don't see it. I'm unsure about the hype.
It's the
Do
same.
you think Ansu Fati is overrated?
Who's overrated? Who?
Do you think Ansu Fati is overrated?
Don't know enough about him. Not watched him enough to make a fair assessment of him. Not watched him enough, so I'd be unfair.
I don't really watch. I don't watch Barcelona, to be honest. But he's a good player. Obviously,
I hear a lot about him
for his age, and he came on and scored within 2 minutes, didn't he today?
On Barcelona.
There's a reason why Barcelona are holding on to him. He's as far as from what I've seen, he's a very good player. But obviously, I don't claim to watch them week in, week out.
Flawless, go on, Nippon. Go on, Nippon.
I said on Barcelona. I'm loving that downfall, man.
Yeah, I'm for that. Flawless, do you think Don Carlo can take Madrid far in the Champions League? Absolutely. Look at the way they started La Liga. You got players there. Are they Real Madrid of old? No, but are they still good enough to compete in the Champions League? When you have Modric, Cruz, Benzema, Don Carlo at the wheel, you definitely have a chance. Do I think they win it? No. But if they win it, would it be a surprise? Yeah, it probably would be a surprise. I don't put them in the top 5 best teams in Europe. I think they're behind the English 3, and that's not including Manchester United, Bayern, and PSG. And then they're probably next. They're probably next after that. You know what I'm saying? Thank God she's gone. Hopefully she don't come back.
Don't start chatting shit. Don't start.
Hey,
honestly.
less of that, man.
I didn't know she was there or not. Yeah, he's talking to you. Shut up, Jan, and go do what you need to do. Talking to you. Go shut up, man. Shut up.
Don't be chatting shit, right? Because when you see me, you're gonna start apologizing and shit and backing away.
You
like
get
it. It is what it is.
She talking emotions. Like, do you want a drink, babe? You all right?
I've never ever offered you a drink.
Yeah, she was.
And you've never been to my house.
No, when we was at the bar, I'm talking about.
No, I said I'm getting a drink out of Ryan's money.
Yeah. She was like, I'm coming with you. See, that's my point. Flawless, what would be your changes? Sorry. Well, you mean changes, but you said charges. What would be your changes for Villarreal, if any? I'd still go De Gea and goal. Dalot's got to play. Shaw's injured, so I'd probably go Tellez, Varane, Maguire, Matic, Donny, Bruno. Actually, what would I do? Yeah, great question. Yeah, I go Matic, Donny. Would I play Bruno? I play Pogba in the 10. I've said it. Pogba in the 10.
Do you think Donny...
Sancho left, Ronaldo up top, Greenwood from the right would be but he's never going to drop Bruno. But that would personally be my team. I'd drop him for this game.
I ain't gone nowhere. I'm not rattled. And City won't always be small, but you'll always have a small dick. So it is what it is.
Oh, Jesus. Right, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, relax, man. You can't personally attack the man. Relax. You can't say that. Now, hold my apologies. Jan, relax, man. You can't say that to man. Chill, man. Take a breather on that. You can't say that to man. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you can, but it is.
You can't, man. Relax. He's talking football. You can't go personal because if he says something personal to you, I'm gonna block him. You know what I'm saying? If he says something personal to you, I'm gonna block him, innit? You can't say that. Nah, you can't say that. Relax, man.
Small dick mentality.
You can't say that, man. Relax. 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 You know what I'm saying? You can't be that personal. Relax. Just attack United on me, but you can't say that to man. London is Blue says, hi here from the USA to Flawless. Yo, big up London is Blue. Where in the stateside are you? You know what I'm saying? Where in the States are you? Let me know. Big up to you. East Coast, West Coast. Where you at? Much appreciated. And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as well, people. Do you think we'll see the best of Tellez now? He might get a run of games. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I 100% believe we could. Whether we do or not, I don't know. but now Ollie's forced to play him. So we're gonna find out how good he is or how good he's not. Simple as that. And that's a proper Michael Owen quote, but it is what it is. But I'm happy to see him and Dalot, now they've played against West Ham, played him again. I'd like to see that should be our fullbacks going forward to me. I think they're better suited in what I was going to say what we're trying to do, but just from an attacking out, they're much better outlets to me than Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. We know Wan-Bissaka's deficiencies going forward, and Shaw hasn't been good this season going forward. I don't remember minus, I think maybe the Leeds game. I don't remember Shaw having an impact on another game. I'm saying. And hey, you man, relax in the chat with emojis and all them things there. Large up to Emmanuel, who's here regularly, says big up the gang. Arsenal fans getting gassed out here. Yeah, they super gassed. Large up, man. Oh, you from Chicago? Okay, large up, man. From Chi-Town. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no, man. I see you, man. It's just banter. I hear you. It's calm. It gets wild from time to time, but it's calm. Cool says, the pay looking good, flawlessly stepping up. I didn't think he was going to be good, but he's the start of our team. And if Ansu Fati was in the Euro, Spain's win that trophy. With Ansu Fati, I'm not sure about him at Spain. There's no surprise. I think the pie is looking good in regards to playing for Barcelona. I think he's a good player, but that's it. That's as far as it goes. Like, I don't think he's great. I don't think he's top class. I don't think he's world class. This is a player in his prime years. He's like 27, 28. So, and we're comparing him to, like, he's never had that season where you're like, Depay was cold that season. What season has he had where it's like, yeah, Depay?
Who's better?
Whether it be at United or Leon. Say again?
Who's better, Memphis Depay or Harry Kane when he wants to play? Not the Harry Kane we've seen this season so far. Harry Kane.
You can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. YG says, what happened to... You lot continue to get your questions in. We're going to wrap up in like 5-10 minutes. What happened to Charbel Carlos? Disappeared. We haven't seen that. And again, let me just say this as well. The reason why Nippon is on here, people, because he is a member. So if you want to become a member, the link is underneath in the description. That's one surefire way to get on the channel, number one. And two, there's many other great perks as well. So you can do that. And if you want to support for absolutely free, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, please make sure you hit the notification bell also. Rick says, flawless artwork in Kante. My guy, big up, man. Much appreciated. We're just trying to provide the best possible content for you lot. Myself, Yan City, and Nippon is here, who is one of the Sarcasm City members as well. London is Blue says, Bruno Fernandes was more like Bruno Mars and he missed the penalty. Man plays it over the bar straight to Mars. I did hear Bruno Mars before. That's pretty good still. It's pretty good even though it's against my team.
I can say, yeah. United are more likely to get relegated than City are to play Europa League football. That's all I'm saying.
Flawless, the pie is a baller. You can't name more than 15 strikers better. Probably not, but that tells you about the striker pool. That tells you all you need to know. Is he a 9? If we're going 9s, he's not better than Lewandowski. He's not better than Benzema. He's not better than Harry Kane, even though Harry Kane's been terrible. But there's a lack of 9s. He's not better than Haaland.
Can I say he's not even better than Aubameyang?
I mean, he is. Like, I don't think he is.
Because look, you can see.
I don't know about Aubameyang, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Look, apart from today, Aubameyang has been shit all season. But that's because he doesn't want to be at Arsenal either.
You're right. But yeah, the 15 strikers better? Probably not. But there isn't 15 quality strikers in Europe anyway. Like, that's why I don't like this argument. Like, I had this argument when people talking about Lukaku. Oh, Lukaku's top 5 in Europe. Yeah, he is. But if the pool's weak, what does it matter? There's probably 3 world-class strikers in, and Kane's been off. It's probably 2. It's probably Lewandowski and Benzema. And then everyone else falls a category below them. I always thought those 2 were clear as 9s. Then you've obviously got your up-and-comings like your Haaland. Obviously, Lukaku's in there as well. I put him in there. But, yeah, I don't think there's that many number 9s who are that cold. So that's why I'm like, huh? But the pie is not. Just because you're top 15 in the world doesn't mean you're anything better than good. Z Gold says, go on.
About the North London derby.
Talk about it.
No one hates Spurs right now more than Spurs fans themselves. Let me just get that out of the water. Because I heard this somewhere. But every time, like, like the chant is like, if you hate Tottenham, stand up.
Mhm.
And a few Tottenham fans actually stood up. That tells them all you need to know.
Right. Question. Flawless, do you think any other club could go invincible or win a treble anytime soon? Invincible, no. Treble, no. I think there's too many good teams around. Like, and only GOATs do that, and there's no GOATs around. Fergie did that because he a GOAT. When Pep did that at the time, he was one of the, he still is one of the GOATs, but he had a great side as well. Same with Mourinho when he did it. Same with Flick when he did it. Like, that's tough to do. So if you're talking in England, no. Somewhere else, yes. I think he's more than capable. I think somewhere else is more than capable. But here, nah. I don't think so. MB says, Flawless, why do you think the pie didn't settle at United? Just the wrong place, wrong time, wrong club. That's what I'd say. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong club. That's all I'd say. I don't think he's that as good as... I don't think he's United quality anyway, what we're looking for. Does he make our 11 now? I don't think so. Like, compare him to Sancho. If man is saying he's an inside... Prime saying he's an inside forward, is he better than Sancho? No. And Sancho's nowhere near his prime years. This is a 27, 28-year-old. And he was at Lyon. Paul Pepe numbers pretty much similar to Pepe in the French league. He didn't do nothing special there. And then he's gone to Barca. We'll see, innit? But I don't see anything. Depay at 9, he's an inside forward. He's a decent inside forward. As for 15 strikers better than him, I can name 15 to 20 strikers better than Depay. My knowledge, I just couldn't think of 15, 20 strikers off my head. Flawless, if we had Depay instead of Martial last season, we closed the gap on City. Actually think about it. He does what Martial does, but better with numbers. I don't think he's as good a baller as Martial. Absolutely not. Do we close the gap on City? All right, maybe we do, but we don't win anything. So it is what it is. And again, Martial's 23. If we're talking about someone in their prime. Let's compare him to players in their prime. Let's compare him to 27 to 30-year-olds. 26 to 31, because that's the prime years for attackers. If we compare him to those players as an inside forward or 9, he's nowhere near them, man. At the top level. He's a decent player, and that's it. At the Euros, again, decent. Nothing special. Like, I just don't see the hype with him. And he doesn't make our squad now. 40 likes. 40 likes. Thank you, lads. Have a blessed week ahead. Big up to Black Diamond. So Martial's 25. So last season, he was 24. That's my point. So comparing a 24-year-old in a struggling team with a terrible manager to someone in their prime years and that. Depay don't make our team now. Who does he play ahead of?
Martial, maybe.
Martial don't play for us.
You haven't sold him though.
No, my point is, hear what I'm saying, Nippin. I said, who does he start ahead of? He don't start for United, huh? He don't start for no top team in Europe. Let's keep it real.
Not even, wait.
Who does he start for? Apart from Barcelona, but he got no options. He might start for Real Madrid, but it's a lack of options. What team in this country does he start for? Top team? None of them. And he's in his prime years. Tell me. Does he start? Who does he start for? Say again?
I don't think he even starts for Tottenham.
It's debatable.
This
it's
sounds
debatable.
He
There's
doesn't.
no one he's...
Harry Kane wants to turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis doesn't start for that team.
True. As a 9, you're right. If we're talking 9s, he don't start ahead of Firmino. For Liverpool. He don't start ahead of Ronaldo.
He wouldn't fit Klopp's system anyway.
Well, I don't even think he starts for City. City needed a striker and nobody looked at him. I just don't get the hype. Like I said, and Martial's 25 and Depay's 20. So yeah, he was 24 on one.
How is he still 25? He's been 25 for about 10 years now.
When he was 19.
Yeah, I swear he's been 25 for years.
Nah, you just tripping. Nah, he started when he was He signed him when he was 19. He's a teenager.
Oh my God. Seems like
what do you mean? So, Emmanuel, are you telling me that Depay is a better striker than Harry Kane? You need to cut it out in that. Like, he's not better than Harry Kane. It's not disrespect. Who does Depay start for? This is what I'm saying. Is he better than Jamie Vardy? No. Let's keep it real. He's not. If we're talking 9s and if we're talking inside forward, he gets in none of those sides. And the only time he gets in or is debatable is when they're weak. He don't start for Manchester United. He don't start for Manchester City.
It's only debatable because Harry Kane doesn't want to be at Tottenham.
Yeah, because of form. But I'm saying overall ability, if you can pick one of these two players, you're picking Kane every single time.
his game, Memphis does not start for Tottenham.
The fact that it's debatable tells you all you need to know. This is a guy in his prime years. Who these men are saying is being dis. He's just a good player. And this is what I say when I say he's overrated. He's a good player, and that's it. I'm saying. Right, you take Depay over Kane right now, but I'm saying if they're both available, nobody is picking Depay. I'm saying, man, I'm talking about Depay doesn't go. Depay is not bagging goals at Southampton like Danny Ings was. Let's keep it real. He isn't.
So you're saying he doesn't start? Oh, come on! Now I think you're just trolling now.
No, I said he doesn't score as many goals for Southampton as Ings. Let's listen to what I'm saying. I said he doesn't score as many goals for Southampton as Ings did.
Oh,
Not a chance.
So you're saying if you put him in that Southampton team,
He's not scoring 20. He's not scoring 15, 20 goals. No. This guy struggled in the French league. This guy had Pepe's. This guy, go look at Pepe's numbers, look at Depay's numbers, and they're very similar. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
let's not like Depay is a world beater in that. He's a good player, and that's it.
And Pepe's on the bench.
This guy's done. I don't know what he's done in football to warrant this. He's talented, yes. What's he done? Where's this great season he had that I missed? He's not even he didn't even light up in France.
I can't be the only one who thinks Houssem Aouar is massively overrated.
Not seen enough of him, so I don't know. I'm not seeing enough of him.
And I don't think he would go to City either, because I remember him saying in a press conference that the city of Manchester is still red.
That's because he's never been to Manchester.
I was queuing the City, waiting for it to come in.
No, I wasn't trying to wind her up, okay?
No, I know you weren't trying to wind her up. I already know.
You'd know if I was trying to wind someone up.
100%.
Right? Like, for example, if Ryan was here right now, I'd be tearing him a new one for Van Dijk.
Yeah. All right, 100%. It's mad. Yeah, Zigo, this is it. I ain't even saying he's a bad player. I just don't understand the world-class shouts. But it is what it is. And no one can tell me a season when he's been that guy and you're like, oh my God, this guy is the one. Good player, and that's it. He's gone to Barcelona. He's doing well there, as I would expect. Came up again in the Champions League against Bayern Munich and did nothing in that game. Not a shot on target, but we move. But yeah, we're going to close out the show, people. Logic Winter Surfer as well in the cut. Nipping, anything you want to add before we bounce?
Yeah, I just want to plug my channels.
Yeah, cool. Plug them.
You can find me on Instagram. With Nippon with 4 I's, 3 U's. Yeah, so N with 4 I's, P, 3 U's, and then N. You can also find my YouTube channel is Nippon Sharma.
There you go.
Which is basically, you just type it in and you find my YouTube channel. In fact, I've just plugged it in the comments. And my Twitter is the Nippon Sharma. And my other Instagram is Nippon Reviews Cuisines.
Let's go. And yeah, Emmanuel, I'm not saying you, I'm saying other people were calling him world class, but I don't even think he's top class. I don't even think he's a level below that. I just don't get the hype. Jan, anything you want to add before we bounce?
To all the haters, keep hating, innit?
Need to get on a t-shirt. But yeah, you lot make sure you follow Nippon and subscribe to his channel. Follow him across all his socials. Go on, Jan. What was you going to say?
Road to 500, by the way.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I did see a question before, though, from Nathan.
Go on, get to it before we go.
Do you think the win against Chelsea will set, I don't know, something about will it push us on, basically? You know what it is with that result? Like, City needed it. A lot of Chelsea fans are saying, why are City fans celebrating it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's normal to celebrate a victory against, you know, one of the best teams in the league. Do you know what I mean? So that's normal for starters. Secondly, we needed to win that because of where we are in the league and the week that we've got. Because, you know, a lot of people said when they saw the week that we had Chelsea, PSG, and Liverpool, some people were saying City will lose all three. So to win the first one is great. PSG, personally, I'd take a point. I don't really care. It's group stage. We need to just not get beat. Liverpool, again.
That finished, Nippon.
No, I was just going to say, again, the way our record is at Anfield, I'd take a point at Anfield, to be honest. Like, do I want to win? Of course, but it's not a bad point if you get a point at Anfield. So, yeah, I think as much as I think City should be winning, because I do think we're better, you know what I mean? It is Anfield. So, Anfield tax means probably get a draw at best, to be fair.
That's a great week, though. To go to the Bridge and Anfield, if you come out of that with 4 points, that's a great return.
Exactly. It's
a phenomenal return.
Yeah.
That's a champion's return. Like I said, I didn't even say this, but I'll say this now. Like City at the Bridge, that's a statement. And again, I wanted to be wrong about it. And I said this to everybody, Ryan in particular, when people were writing off City. City are more than capable of putting a run together and winning this league. Do I think they win the league? No, I think Chelsea win the league. However, I've said from the jump, and I'm going to continue to say it. If Chelsea don't win it, it will be City. Nobody else goes to the Bridge, I think, in the Premier League this season and do what City did in that fashion and like win and deserve it. I don't think anybody else does that. Other teams can go there and win. I'm saying nobody does it in that fashion because that's champion. Same way roles reversed. What I said about the Chelsea getting the draw at Anfield with the 10 men, same exact thing. Those teams to me are a cut above the rest. Who is better? We're going to find out. I personally think it's Chelsea. However, that's a statement win from them because if they go there and lose, all the momentum's with Chelsea. City have just pulled the rug out from under Chelsea's momentum now. Now the fans are quiet, etc. Everyone's quieting down now over there.
You know what
now
made me laugh that I've not mentioned on this stream? It's so funny because all week I was seeing Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans banging on about their defence. We've got the best defence in the league. We've only conceded 1 goal. That's all I was hearing, yeah? And Ruben, Diaz and Laporte were like, really? And then, you know, now there's only one team that have only conceded 1 goal. It is what it is.
MB says, Flawless, are you planning on going to Old Trafford this season? Yeah, probably. More time, I'll probably go when Ollie gets sacked. I'm trying to get to away. If Ollie's in charge, I want to go to an away game because the atmosphere is just better. At least I can go. And
what? You're not going to join in with the Ollie in chance?
No, I didn't last time. Was I Ollie out when I... Nah, I didn't. I sang everything else, but that's that. I'm not joining in.
Are you ever on it, Flawless?
Was I? Yes.
Yeah, he was a diehard Ollie at the wheel, sending me pictures of Ollie.
All right, let's let that. Why you just got to exaggerate and just go over the top? That never happened.
Nah, man.
That never happened. Don't man. Never happened. That's why we have issues in it because you just be out here lying on big social media. What's wrong with you? Lying, yes, you. Lying.
Really? Is that why you Ollie on the
lying?
And then all of a sudden, I don't like Ollie anymore.
Whatever, man.
It is what it is. Man. You told me you were winning the quadruple under Ollie, and now look.
I look like Statman Baines. I ain't Saeed. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying. But back to the.
Saeed ever say they were winning? You guys were winning the quadruple
on the Big Six show a couple of weeks ago.
And got Ronaldo.
Yeah, he was gassed.
Ronaldo.
He was gassed. But am I planning to go to Old Trafford? Yes, at some point. But like I said, I'd rather go to more away games this season. But when Ollie gets sacked, that will make me go to home games more. Say again?
Go to the Manchester Derby.
If I could get a ticket for it, I would. But highly doubt I'll be able to get a ticket for in the home end for the Manchester Derby.
I could probably get a ticket in the home end. I can't go on in the away end.
What, at the United? You can get... Wait. You can get a ticket in the home end for OT?
Probably.
I'm gonna have to shout you for that.
Yeah, my best friend is very close to Rashford, isn't it?
Go on, Nippon. What are you saying?
You managed to get a ticket for when we played each other.
Who? Oh, City. Yeah, I think, because it was early kickoff. Do you know what? Sometimes City sells out really, really, really quick, and then other times you get like a day. It sells out within like 24 hours, but sometimes like you can get one, and then other times it's like Old Trafford say it goes on sale at 9 o'clock, sold out by 10. You won't get a ticket after that. Chelsea went on sale at 9, and I think I got my ticket the next day. It sold out at 3 o'clock the next day, so you get a little bit longer.
How long were you in the queue for?
Well, I did it online in the end. It ended up working. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got a ticket. I wasn't queuing up on that. I just did it online. When I got in, there were 7 tickets left, so it sold out pretty much the minute I got my ticket.
I need to accumulate as many points as possible.
You gotta do, Nippin?
I need to stat pad by going to cup games, innit?
There you go. Do that. And hey, you lot, we're only 4 likes off 50, so please hit the like button whether you're watching this live, watching this back. Subscribe to the channel also, Sarcasm City TV, road to 4K. When you subscribe, please make sure you hit the notification bell. I was going to say we're back tomorrow, but we're back today.
Nathan, flawless. Yeah, I get it. Totally.
Yeah, I was going to make that joke, but I thought it's a bit inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? I was, yeah, what a dickhead. As I was saying anyway. Free fair, yeah, because you are friggin' mouse, but we move. Like I say, 3:30 p.m. We're back. Stats, Facts, and Vibes podcast. Myself and Statman Baines doing the Fantasy Premier League Game Week 6 recap. Then 7 p.m. I'm back on From a Third Eye View. Myself, Stro. Special guest Saeed will be on Pi Radio. So make sure you just go to the Pi Radio YouTube or retune your DAB radio. That's 7 p.m. people. But I will also run a live stream on here to remind you lot to get over to the Pi Radio. Then 11 p.m. gonna talk from the Arsenal. So Cam Shots and the Arsenal gang are back 11 p.m. tonight. These are all UK times as well, people. Talking the North London Derby win. Then 1 a.m. on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. We'll have Doing the Most and Doing the Least. If you missed anything I said there, just check out the upcoming live stream section on the YouTube. Check out the upcoming live stream section on the Twitch. The link for the Twitch is underneath in the description, and the link for the membership is underneath in the description as well. We'll answer these final few questions because it is almost 3 a.m. Prime says, when did you become Ollie out specifically? When we got scraped past Rochdale in the cup. We drew 1-1 and I think we won on penalties. And this guy had Pogba playing injured and played a double pivot. I played 2 holding midfielders at home to Rochdale. I was like, nah, I'm done. I lost my mind. I seen Pogba hobbling around and that. I was like, nah, I'm done. Taking liberties now. Just take it. I managed had to take it too far. Because I tried to back him. But then that happened. I'm like, yeah, you're not it. At all. Right, at all. Is that funny? Yeah. Jan, would you take Nagelsmann at City? Look at her laughing. What a dickhead.
The way that you worded it, that was cracking me up. Sorry.
Yeah. Jan, would you take Nagelsmann at City?
Nagelsmann, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him. I don't really know who I want after Pep, to be honest. I actually don't know. There's not a manager that I look at and think, yeah, like obviously in terms of if they did really, really care about the Champions League and Pep leaves without winning it, then they might probably. The thing is, I wouldn't even say they go for Zidane because Zidane is Real Madrid and City is Barcelona. A lot of our hierarchy are from Barcelona. So I don't even think they go for Zidane. So I don't know. Fuck knows who they go for. I actually really don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We are... Did you say Ollie out after? Yeah, you know, Winter Surfer. I even responded to you, like, but larger Winter Surfer. They got everyone that has been locked in. Make sure. Is that funny? Yeah, dickhead. Right, people. Is it? This is
joke, man.
He is hilarious, isn't it? But he annoys me at times because of how funny he is, isn't it? Because he be saying shit, and I'm like, that's just funny. Like, you just gotta give credit where credit's due. Say again.
Is it because he's funnier than you?
He is funnier than me, 100%. Winter Surfer hilarious. Tell you this all the time. Winter Surfer, like my humor's right up there, but Winter Surfer, like, not only matches it, he tops it a lot of the time. Like 100%. Hilarious, Tony. That's why he's on the channel so much. You know what I'm saying? Everyone hilarious here apart from you, Jan, but we move. It is what it is. Good job. I've known you for a long time.
Wow. Whatever.
Oh, she didn't like that. Oh, you upset? Oh.
No, shut up, bro.
She just said, shut up,
bro. I'm sorry. Seriously.
She goes up be short for a few.
You got flawless in hysterics.
This guy in the comments has got 3 burner accounts. Give it up, man. Give it up.
Oh, here we go. Prime says, anyhow, Poch comes to United and doesn't win a trophy flawless, you're getting cooked by Winter Surfer. But that's not going to happen because the only way to get the United job if he does well at PSG. If he don't do well at PSG, he won't come to United. So that means he's coming with a Champions League to his name. That's it.
Look.
Prime, one step before you go. Yeah, Jan's been on. She's been on Pi before. She's been on From a Third Eye View on Pi Radio.
By mistake. Flawless text saying you coming on Pi Radio, and I said yeah, but he thought it was to he thought he'd text.
It was to someone else. Yeah.
Yeah, he thought he'd text.
Say again.
You own Pi Radio.
No, I do not own a radio station. I'm just a host of one of the shows. I'm just a presenter on there. So yeah, From a Third Eye View, that's every Monday, 7 p.m. people. And there is a playlist for that show as well. So you can check out all the shows. There's a playlist for this show. Every single show on the channel there is a playlist for. So whatever your preferred show is, you can watch that. And we are talking about bringing back shows because we brought back doing the most recently. Then we got Doing the Least, which is a new show. Also, Giardam City meets Mandem United will be back. That's myself and Jan City. So talking all things, both Manchester clubs. So that should be good. I can't remember the last time we did one. I think it was summer. Might have been before the Euros or something like that.
You know what it was? I'm sure it was like that Dortmund one. Have we done one since then?
No, we did one after that. We did one after that.
That was my favorite.
Because I remember us talking about PSG, I believe, but that might have been a Q&A, but we're bringing it back anyway. So that should. But there's a playlist for that on here as well, people. Giardam City meets Mandem United. There we go.
Shows you started on Twitch, but you only ended up doing one.
Because the schedule's been that busy. That's what it is. The schedule's packed, Nippin. It's packed. Like there's shows I'm trying to figure out where to put and fit in. There's new shows I need to add, but you gotta fit in. Like so, that's what it is.
Between streaming and chatting shit, he ain't got no more time. He even called me before to chat shit. That's how bad it got.
It's not you, that's you, innit? But you don't even stream that often and you still be out find time to chat shit. You know what I mean? No matter how busy Jan is, yeah, she always finds time to be talking absolute was.
You know what I'm saying? People will call me and start saying, like, trying to call me, yeah, and I'll be like, I'm busy. And they'll be like, but you're chatting on Twitter. I'm like, yeah. I'm working at the same time, innit?
Yeah, seriously, chatting. She always talking the most hella Twitter fingers, man.
I love that the Jan.
We don't need the Yan them. One Yan is more than enough in it with the Yances, but we move. But yes, love to all of you lot who have locked in.
Go on, by the way.
Say again.
You said enough Yants.
Yants. I like that. Well, yeah, people, we'll be back. The Q&A will be back on YouTube on Wednesday. Don't forget, you got the members Q&As on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. But big up to you lot. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV.